I'm sorry, the risk is too great. We can't allow that. We just can't. I have 2 children and I'm getting emotional right now just thinking about something like that happening to one of them. Hey everyone, it's Joel and thanks for tuning in. Another day, another crazy world we're living in. Have you heard of MAPS? Minor Attracted Person. Now I'm serious, minor attracted person. I'm a dad, and if you're a parent, you're probably as horrified as I am. I've been seeing some TikToks and real short videos about this and about how we need to be understanding and there's nothing wrong with this and that a child can consent. No, I'm sorry. There are just certain things in this world that you don't accept. Whether it's a sickness, and it is a sickness. I mean, I can't believe anybody would be for something like this, but whatever side you're on, you can be the most compassionate, empathetic person, as I think I am. However, I'm sorry that there's just certain things that no. If you didn't see the short video I did on this, I mentioned that children are our most valuable national treasure, and they are. They're going to lead us into the future, and whether it be financial or them taking care of the society that we're a part of, they're going to take care of us. No, that's just that's a hard no. I'm sorry. It's like I said, I don't care how understanding you are. There are just certain things you don't allow because the risks are too great. And if there's anything that's innocent in this world, it's children. It's children. That's the closest you can get to innocence in this world. And the perversion and the destruction of that is evil. It's just pure evil. And we can't allow that to exist in our society. We just can't. Some of you may not know, if it's the first video of mine that you watch, you don't know that I was in prison. And there were pedophiles there. I'm not going to call them MAPS. There were pedophiles there. And these people are awkward. I had interactions with some without knowing. Some you can tell, some you can't. But everyone else is quick to tell you that you're talking to a person that maybe you shouldn't be talking to. They're socially awkward, obviously. Maybe they're not. Well, no, they are mentally ill. If you're attracted to children, you're mentally ill. Whether you're high functioning, but yeah, there's something wrong with your head. So we'll leave that there. I don't want to ramble. Let's get in. I was looking online, just for more information about this and about how they're trying to make it seem like something acceptable for us, because it always starts that way. Yes, it's very wrong, but we should try to understand. That's how it starts. And before you know it, now it's a right. That's how they are. So we have to respect it, and we have to accept it. I don't have a censoring beep here, but yeah, I would definitely use it a lot on this video. I found this website. Here, I'll let you see it. The Global Prevention Project. Now, I saw it and I'm like, okay, well, prevention project. Okay, let's read on. And that's why I clicked on the link, right? Mental wellness for all equals prevention in many forms. Prevention, I'm good with that. Now I started reading, and like always with these things, it's not super apparent. It's not super clear what they're trying to do, but it's one of those things where they're trying to, like I said, make it, if not acceptable right away, make it seem like something that we should be, how should I say, something that we should maybe try to understand. For example, on this part here, VERPT, I guess, the following are online support forums available. Is a private and confidential peer support network for MAPS, and is intended to reduce the stigma attached to pedophilia by letting people know that a substantial number of pedophiles do not molest children. I think pedophile is synonymous with child molester, right? I mean, I guess they're trying to say that you can be a pedophile and not molest a child. It's mainly, pedophile just means that you have that attraction, that sickness. Pedophiles do not molest children. And to provide peer support and information about available resources to help virtuous pedophiles. Virtuous pedophiles. That's an oxymoron if I ever heard one. Remain law-abiding and lead happy, productive lives. No. It's unacceptable. Like I said, there are certain things that, like, for example, let's say a 16-year-old girl. I saw this episode of House once. If you don't know House, it's a show about a doctor, and they're trying to diagnose all these sicknesses that no one else can figure out. Anyway, there's a scene in one episode, I can't remember which one, but where they're showing they're kind of taking readings of the guy's brain, and they're showing him pictures of women, of attractive women, right? And then they show him one, and she looks like an adult, a very attractive adult woman, and they get the readings, right? They say, okay, well, what if I told you that girl was 16? And right away the guy was like, whoa. And the doctor was like, that's fine. Those attractions to that woman because of the way she looks is normal for a man. But the more important thing is that as soon as we told you she's 16, you kind of recoiled and said, whoa, that's wrong. I shouldn't feel that way. But there's a big difference with an overdeveloped or, developed 16-year-old to a prepubescent child. There's a big difference there. And if you're attracted to that, keep that in the closet, man. It's not like homosexuality where you're with another consenting adult. No, this is a child. And you need to keep that in the closet, because what are we going to do? We're going to wait for you to act on it before society steps in? I'm sorry, the risk is too great. We can't allow that. We just can't. I have 2 children and I'm getting emotional right now just thinking about something like that happening to one of them. And no, we can't allow that. Let's see. Okay. Why do the terms we use matter? Minor attracted person, or MAP, is a widely acknowledged term used in the global sex offender research and sex offender treatment community. We did not invent this term. MAP is not an attempt to rebrand or polish pedophiles. MAP is an umbrella term that includes pedophile, an individual attracted to a prepubescent child; hebephile, an individual attracted to a pubescent child, 11 to 14, same thing; and ephebophile, an individual attracted to a post-pubescent child, i.e. a teen, 15 to 19. I mean, I think 15 is still too young, but like I was mentioning before in the example of, the TV show, there are 15-year-olds that at plain sight look older. However, the moment that you know that they're underage, you stay away from that. Let's see. These terms define an attraction, not a behavior. Okay, but like I said, do we wait until you act out before we react? It's too much. It's too much of a risk. To take away one child's life, their innocence, their childhood, it's too much. I'm sorry, it's too much. By using these terms, we under no circumstances are condoning or accepting the sexual abuse of children. See, they're tricky. It's tricky because they say we don't condone the abuse of children, but then they'll say, but if a child consents, then it's no longer abuse. And that's why you need to pay attention to these things. You can't just take it, like I can't just read this article and say, oh, okay, well, as long as they don't act it out, or they're against, sexual abuse. You have to go deeper. You can't just read one article. You have to look at the whole picture. And if you see what they're doing on social media, what they're doing with the drag shows with kids, what they're doing in schools, then you can read between the lines and you can see behind the curtain, behind the words that they're spewing. You can see the intent. Because society often conflates pedophile and sex offender, many people believe all pedophiles have actually abused children. Yeah, but like I said, we can't wait until you act out. The risk is too great. This creates a reinforced belief system that when confronted is hard to conceive, i.e. that someone who is a pedophile hasn't sexually abused a child, nor has any desire to do so. Well, if you're a pedophile, it's because you have the desire to do so, right? Oh, wait a minute. They're saying abuse a child. And if they consent, it's not abuse. See what I'm doing there? While statistics vary, research indicates large majority of sex offenders with child victims are not actually pedophiles. No. If you abused a child, you're a pedophile. Plain and simple. Many men and women seeking services at our project share feeling like this is an unchosen, unwanted condition that began in adolescence. Okay, I can understand that it's a sickness, but just like serial killers are sick and they have that urge to kill people, it's just as bad. Some people may say it's even worse, because when you kill somebody, you end their life. When you abuse of a child, yeah, you end their life, you destroy their life. You condemn them, in many cases, to a lifetime of trauma, of agony, of untold negative feelings. You just need to keep that in the closet. And if you're a person who has those feelings, I would even go as far as say, hey, look into sterilization or something, to anything to take those feelings away. Because like I've said repeatedly, the risk is just too great. We cannot allow this in our society. We cannot allow this in our world. So do you feel as strongly as I do about this? What do you think we should do? Should we be more understanding, empathetic? Is it worth the risk? Should we allow someone with these urges to be amongst our children? I hope your answer is no. Not under any circumstances. I'm a very empathetic, open-minded person, but this is a hard no. I'll see you in the next video.